Hi, back again for another video. It is the 31st of December, and so today's video, I want to make this a little bit more of a fun segment where we, talk about the price prediction of certain sets, particularly of 151, Prismatic Evolutions, and Destined Rivals. And I just want to talk about the 1 year end. So looking back in 1 year's time at the end of 2026, what it'll look like. So I think beyond this, making a future video could maybe do a 3-year, 5-year, 10-year video. But now this is going to be a 1 year video specifically. So this is my price prediction for 2026 on the secondary market. Look, I could be completely wrong, butchering all this. So it'll be really funny to look back at this video and see how wrong I got this. But it'll be interesting. So let's get started. Pokemon 151, the gold standard for every demographic, whether you're a millennial, boomer, or you're entering the new, Gen Alpha, you're all gonna know the first generation Pokemon. So for me, this is a bit of a one to have some kind of product stored in for the long term. And currently, the ETBs, we're all seeing some kind of dip, but they're holding strong. The ETBs, there's no booster boxes, I guess. So the ETBs are the next kind of premium, and they're currently sitting around 600 Australian dollars, which equates to about $66 per pack, because there's about 9, if I'm not mistaken, 9 packs in each box. And look, conservatively, this is definitely going to hold up. It's not going to correct itself, but it has the possibility of increasing up to 650 to 800. Why? It's because it's coming in 2026, coming into its end as we approach mid-year. And so this price of this box easily could be anywhere between 650, even up to 800, may I dare say. See how it turns out. Booster bundles, currently sitting on the secondary market, having a look on eBay, prices as low as 150, potentially 160, 170, and as high as 200. And people are buying them up also for 200, which is working out to be about $33 per pack. And there's 6 packs in that booster bundle box. And like I said earlier, because there's no booster box, this sealed booster bundle is kind of the next premium alongside of the ETB. So currently 170. I'm going to say this very good possibility of going up to 200 and holding strong around 200 per box. I'm going to say, just for shits and giggles, even up to 300 by the end of 2026 as we come back to this video next year. But definitely quite confident it's going to hover around 200. So this video might be a little bit boring because it's pretty cautious, but I'm thinking that these boxes will go up because we are entering the end of the 2-year print cycle of Pokemon 151. And the next thing I want to talk about is ETB's booster bundles and the Blooming Waters set. Look, this is a really interesting one. You can buy it at MSRP anywhere between 120 or 150 if you're lucky, but they're very limited with stocks and units. I think they only carry maybe 10 units if you're lucky. Let's just say 150. And on the secondary market now, conservatively, you can buy them for 250 at most. Any price between 220 to 250 is realistic. So that works out to be 20 per pack. Now, overall, that box should be conservatively up to 275 to 300 even. So if you work that out, once it's 300, you're getting close to $30 per pack. So right now, if it's sitting at around 220, that's about $20 per pack. So if you're looking at a price per pack ratio, the Blooming Waters, in my opinion, is still pretty underrated. And right now I've got 3 of these boxes, and I'm looking to potentially picking up more if this price is still holding around 220 or below. I've been talking to a friend who said, yeah, anywhere between that price is a good pickup. And right now on the secondary market, I'm seeing that average around 250. So over the last quarter months, we've had that dip. It's holding back up 250. And as we enter 2026, I can see that easily going up to about 275 to 300. Remember, 151 sets ending the print, so these are expected to go up. Now this is a little bit more boring now, just to wrap up these videos. Prismatic and Destined Rivals, the ETBs, booster bundles. You know, Prismatic particularly, I'm having a look in these eBay secondary markets. You were able to get them, you know, anywhere between 150, 160, 170, and now we're seeing prices at 170 minimum, and they're going up. So could that go up to 200, an average 200 per box? It very well could. These booster bundles are holding pretty strong, averaging around 90 to 110. And I predict that as we get more of a reprint throughout the year, as we enter 2026, that these prismatic booster bundles might hold. I don't think it will change too much. The premium figure collections around 250, you know, they're retailing about 150, so that should hold about 250. But like I said, again, if you're comparing the premium figure collection at 250 compared to the Blooming Waters averaging 250, whereas Blooming Waters is going out of stock or out of rotation, I would be leaning towards Blooming Water a little bit. Well, it's me personally, I'm leaning towards that. I feel like I'm going to be a little bit more patient with the PFC, and I'll just lean more in towards the Blooming Waters. So just holding steady. We will see some reprints of Prismatic, and as you can see, as more supply comes in, the demand is still there. Everything from the collection boxes to the higher products, that they're all getting brought up. All right, next video before I wrap it up, Destined Rivals, booster boxes holding around 600 to 650. This is the premium investment box that people are after, and so it has the opportunity to go up to even 800 by the end of 2026 quite easily. So although a reprint will come in, these boxes are holding quite strong. ETBs are fluctuating between 180 to 200, and I believe that this will pretty much hold, and it will be similar price throughout 2026. Booster bundles likewise as well, averaging around 80 to 90 Australian dollars, and this will continue to hold without much variance or fluctuation. So as reprints come in, I think with Destined Rivals being an early set still, that these particular ETBs and booster bundles on the secondary market will hold. So if you can't get them at MSRP and you are patient on this, you can get them still at a good price. So just be patient and look for that. All right, so take home advice. Crazy is over. We're not going to get the same hype as we had in 2025. So have that expectation reality. So prices are now going to be much more, they're going to be a lot less in terms of percentage. But if you're building patience and you see any buying opportunities and you want to set yourself up for the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years or so, like this is opportunity now. Try and avoid buying peaks within these sets, and just know that Prismatic and Destined Rivals will have some reprints, so be patient with that. And just know that in 2036, in 10 years time, people will have new adult money and they will want to buy Prismatic and Destined Rivals, and 151 will still have that nostalgia. If my wife knows 151 and she's not into Pokemon, it goes to show that people outside of this community know what 151 is. And for me, it's having that vision, it's having that ability to see that in 2036 and beyond, like Prismatic is a no-brainer. Like my 3-year-old knows Eevee, you know what I mean? That's one of her favorite Pokemons already. She's 3, easily it's one of her top 3 Pokemons that she can distinguish and know. So it's just crazy. But yeah, I'll still believe in Pokemon come 2036. Sorry, video cut off there. I just believe in the IP, still believe in the brand. To wrap this up, I still believe in human behavior, and people are going to act this way in terms of looking for these premium sets. And naturally, you just give it time. Just give it time, buy into your position where you can, dollar cost average, buy it where you can, hold it, be patient, and let time take its place. So we'll see how this video ages. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you a Happy New Year as you enter 2026. Appreciate you watching this today.